Hello everyone, Treecks here, and welcome back to Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. This is going to be the final recording session no matter what. We're going to make a beeline for the end. So welcome to part 14 for now. We'll see how long this will take. For now, as you can see, we have upped our house points to 215. Which I'm pretty sure is the maximum you can get. At least for this point in the game. All the other houses don't even come close to us. Slytherin coming the closest with 132, but still not good enough. Okay, let's get started with night 5 here at Hogwarts. Let's go see what is up with the story. Of course, like always, we start off at our dormitory. As if we need sleep, come on, we've got better things to do. Ooh, Hedwig. What is it you want?
Dear Harry, I heard Professor Snape asked you to find some Moondew for your potions class. I can't believe he would ask such a thing. Moondew only comes out at night and it's found deeper into the Forbidden Forest than is safe for a first year to go. Meet me in my garden tonight and I'll take you to where it grows. That way you'll be safe. Hagrid.
Ah, thank you, Hagrid, for making sure we can still get that impossible ingredient. Oh, Professor Snape. Why do we still like you? And that means we need to get back to the Hogwarts grounds, this time at night. Also need to make sure we actually get past the prefects, because of course there's going to be prefect now.
Hey, you!
Right over there.
There's someone round here.
I'm not intimidated by you, sir. Let's make our way down. Okay, first time we're actually outside during nighttime. And in this case required. We need to get back into Hagrid's gardens. This time around actually equipped with a lot more spells and therefore a lot more areas are accessible. Oh, it's another prefect. Yeah, did not see me. And in this case we actually need to get ourselves an ingredient that can only be obtained at night. And therefore we need Hagrid's help. Oh, there's even enemies here now. The Wizarding World at night can be very frightful. Okay, we are here.
Is that you, Harry? Hurry up. I want to get started. Right then. Now, listen carefully, because it's dangerous what we're going to do tonight, and I don't want no one taking risks. There's a unicorn in there being hurt badly by Summit. It's the second time in a week. I found one dead last Wednesday.
Could a werewolf be killing the unicorns?
Not fast enough. It's not easy to catch a unicorn. They're powerful magic creatures. I never knew one to be hurt before.
And what if whatever hurt the unicorn finds us first?
There's nothing that lives in the forest that will hurt you if you're with me. Right then. Follow me.
Well, that sounds very promising. There's actually something in the forest that can hurt the unicorn. Something that is apparently hard to do. Hagrid, I'm scared. I don't want to go. But well, we kind of have to. At least the big guy's going with us this time, so makes it somewhat more tolerable to go in there. Okay, nice way to spawn, Hagrid. Where do we need to go? Over here, apparently. However, before we follow him, allow me to actually get this secret first. There should be a gold chest here.
Defendo!
Indeed. And this is another curtain we've been able to see a while ago. But now we finally have the means to cut it and therefore pick up this wizard card. Also take note on the fact that there's actually some vines behind here. Obscuring a pathway. Keep that pathway in mind. We'll be returning for that later. During the night that is actually inaccessible. One of the other ingredients is going to be that way. Let's go into the Forbidden Forest for the first time. that is apparently where this leads. Oh, these things again. Let's get rid of you. The time of playing around with you is no longer a thing. Ooh, what do we have here? Oh, boss fight, help. These ghosty wolves again. We need Lumos. Let's put it over Defendo.
Lumos!
Ow! Not fair.
Lumos!
Well, at least there's a chocolate frog here. Multiple even, so... Getting hurt here does not really matter a whole lot.
Lumos!
See if we can get both of you in the same attack. That's not really doing a whole lot of damage. It's going to take a while, I'm afraid. Come on, die please. Ah.
Lumos!
Yeah, getting both of them in your light beam doesn't really feel like it's damaging them quicker.
Lumos!
You would expect it would, but... the HP bar does not lie.
Lumos!
Well, luckily there's only 2 of them, because by the looks of it, the moment they are dead, no new ones will respawn.
Lumos!
And... there we go. Oh, no. Apparently not. Still need one more hit. And there we go. Let's go heal up quickly. Ah, I see a hole in the wall.
Defendo!
Yeah, and this one I also need to destroy. Pretty sure it's impossible to actually get around you, so...
Defendo!
the rest I should be able to get around. At least... yeah, I still can. Go me. Oh, what do we have here? This looks like something out of place. And you know how it works in the game. Whenever something looks out of place, it usually is. This is indeed one of the potion's ingredients. Let's also get ourselves the chest. This might be a unique wizard card. In that case, it would be a new one no matter what.
A wizard card!
Otherwise, it's going to be another candidate for a trait. It's a candidate for a trait. Let's move. Okay, what's going on over here? Oh, this looks like a shortcut back to the previous room. Well, let's go see what Hagrid's up to. There's another area over here. And here we can find... nothing, apparently. In that case, let's go see why there's nothing here. Cutscene time. Uh-oh. What the hell is that? That looked really scary.
You all right there, Harry?
The unicorn's dead, Hagrid. It's in that clearing back there. What was that thing?
A monstrous creature. It is a terrible crime to slay a unicorn. Drinking the blood of a unicorn will keep you alive even if you are an inch from death, but at a terrible price. For you have slain something so pure that from the moment the blood touches your lips, you will have a half-life. A cursed life.
But who would choose such a life?
Can't you think of anyone? Some say he died. Codswallop, in my opinion. Don't know if he'd enough human left in him to die.
Do you mean to say that that thing that killed the unicorn, that was drinking its blood, that was Voldemort?
I'm saying nothing. Let's get going.
Okay, things just got scary, story-wise. Voldemort made his appearance. The evil wizard is apparently still around. And we need to get out of here. We've got our potions ingredients, that's the most important thing. Moondew. However, we first need to find a couple more before we actually can get ourselves the potions class. That we're going to do during daytime. So for now we're going to leave. Call it a night. Night 5 is once again a night where there's not a whole lot of missions to do. Just making sure you get the Moondew and view that cutscene of Voldemort surviving in a desperate way. After that big reveal, that is all for this night. Time to end it and move on to day 6. Which is going to be the day of our next potions class, so we need to make sure we have everything. 2 more things we need to find in Hagrid's garden. Both of them luckily can be found at the same location, so that can be taken care of quite quickly. First, cutscene time.
You mean you know who's out there right now? In the forest?
But he's weak. He's living off the unicorns.
But if he comes back, you don't think he'd try to kill you, do you?
I think if he'd have had the chance, he might have tried to kill me last night.
And to think, I've been worrying about my potions lesson. I've got to learn how to mix the antidote to common poisons. I hope you've collected all of the ingredients.
Oh, come on, Ron. You should know me better by now. Of course I have not collected all of the ingredients. I always postpone everything to the last second. But luckily there's no time set to this class, so we can easily still go to Hagrid's and get ourselves the last couple of ingredients. Let's wait for Ron. He's of course going towards the dungeons. He was smart enough to actually get the ingredients in time, it looks like. But we did not. We still need to go towards Hagrid's one more time. Need to make use of our newly acquired spell, Incendio, to actually get ourselves towards the final area in Hagrid's gardens. And that is indeed where the last 2 ingredients can be found. So, here we are, for the last time. Last time we're going to enter this area. Loading. Alright, first up, this curtain again. Unlike during nighttime, there's not going to be Devil's Snare in the way this time.
Defender!
So it's more than just an area where a chest is hidden. This time it's actually a corridor leading towards a new area. Can be a bit confusing, but as you can see during day and night time, this actually has a different result, cutting this curtain. This is empty. It should be something where there's something hidden. But there is not. In that case, let's continue on. Crawl through here. And find ourselves a Folio Brutai, for one of the final enemies in this game. In this case, a Flobberworm. The thick brown Flobberworm can reach up to 10 inches in length. Both ends of the worm produce a mucus that can be used to thicken potions. The Flobberworm's preferred food is lettuce, though it will eat almost any vegetation. Well, lettuce is vegetation, so... Now that is indeed what we're after. Because as you may remember, the Flobberworm's mucus, something that is directly mentioned here in the Folio Brutai, is indeed what we want. That is one of our ingredients. And there's also a second one here. This one is actually for a known enemy. This one is for the Duxies. The Duxie is covered in thick black hair. It has an extra pair of arms and legs and a double row of sharp venomous teeth. If you're bitten by one of these creatures, an antidote should be taken. A knockback jinx will hold them at bay. Always thought it was strange. Folio Brutai for these guys is actually right over here. There were already 2 areas where we met them, so it's a bit late. But at least we can add another collectible to our 100%. Collecting all of the Folio Brutais is also part of 100%ing the game, you might say. Let's head right first. And actually face a couple of Duxies.
Flipendo! Flipendo! Flipendo!
Bye. Let's go see what we have here. Ooh,
That looks like the shape of a Flobberworm.
yeah, indeed. There's some sort of grinder above it. It may be a way to actually get ourselves mucus. But first we need to get ourselves a Flobberworm.
Flipendo!
Or Flobberworm.
This must be a Flobberworm. Now how do I get the mucus?
Well, how do you think you get the mucus, Harry?
Ow!
Oh, yeah, of course, these guys are enemies officially, so we cannot pick them up.
Flipendo!
We need to bounce them towards that area.
Flipendo!
Simple flipendo.
Flipendo!
There's no way to move enemies in this game. Just flipendo them.
Ow!
Oh, don't get too close to them. The option to
Flipendo!
bring them to this over here.
Flipendo!
Yeah, and the moment it is actually on the platform, the switch below it will actually start activating. But first we need to get ourselves down there. It's going to be another spinning flipendo switch that we can reach by going around. Get ourselves some heal.
A cauldron cake.
My favorite type of heal even. Oh, there's still a couple of enemies here, so allow me to take care of those first.
Flipendo!
I do love their death animation.
Flipendo!
They just explode. Now let's go activate the switch.
Flipendo!
It's pretty obvious what it's going to do. Flatten the Flobberworm above it.
Flipendo!
Now we need to do this in a smart way. Something I'm not doing so far. Move around with the switch.
Flipendo!
Some of those again.
Flipendo! Flipendo!
Yeah, there we go. Smack! Poor Flobberworm. But officially they're enemies, so you don't have to feel sorry about them. We kill enemies a lot in video games. With the Flobberworm flattened, it has now become Mucus for us to collect. Potions ingredient number 2. One of the ingredients for the cure for common poisons. Thank you. However, we're still missing one other. And that one we can find in the final area we have not been to yet. Down here actually. As you can see, there's still some more areas below here. And you may be wondering, how do we get there? Well, very simple. We have Incendio, don't we? Of course, that spell's also used in order to access one of the areas here in Hagrid's Gardens. Not too hard to guess where that actually is. It's very likely you already noticed the torches around here. And those we need to light up indeed. That is going to be our final goal here in this area. Alright, back towards the main area. I always thought this fountain looked lovely, by the way. But anyway, here's the final gate we did not go through yet. It is surrounded by 2 torches, so you know what time it is. Let's equip our ultimate spell, Incendio. Light the torches with blue flames.
Incendio! Incendio!
Let's go. Final challenge here in Hagrid's Gardens. And we're finally done with those. All these crawl spaces. And all these folio brutis in them. Here we have Puffapots. Puffapots can be hit with Flipendo. Be careful of their spores, however. They can appear to create a confusing haze in the air when thrown. Looks like we are on the right track. Puffapot spores is what we're after all. So let's go see if we can find them. But at the very least, this will actually lead us to the area we were been to a moment ago. Only this time not on the boardwalks above, but just on the ground below. Well, the game is nice enough to give us a lot of heal.
A pumpkin pasty.
Definitely need it. I was not full health. Oh, more beans. It's been a while since we found those. Don't really need them anymore in the game, but still. Oh, now what? Oh, this is a cutscene in order to show us the Puffapots. There they are. We just need to go around in order to reach them. There's a shack here. This looks like we can enter it through here. Is there anything of value in here? Just a couple of boring imps, really. Oh, but he did manage to hit me.
Nintendo!
I was about to say, how is this a challenging game at this point in the game? Apparently it still is, because they're hitting me. 3 of them at the same time is quite a challenge, in all honesty. It's not per se easy. Final one.
Nintendo!
And we are done. And that will open up that area. So this was indeed required. Don't skip out on this. Oh yeah, the door's barged at the other side. Can't go through it. We need to crawl through the hole. And speaking of crawling through holes, here's another one. This one will lead us to a chest, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, indeed. Remembered correctly. Can we still find new cards, or is that indeed impossible at this point?
A wizard card!
Nope, of course not.
Oswald Beamish, 1850 to 1932. Pioneer of goblin rights.
Yeah, wizards and goblins are a thing. They never really see eye to eye, in all honesty. The story of Hogwarts Legacy actually revolves around that for a big part. Now, what do we have? These guys again.
I need to find somewhere to put these gnomes.
That is not per se difficult, Harry. The hole we need to throw them into is not per se hidden.
Nintendo!
Be careful for your charge. Grab you. And down you go.
Ow!
Ah, come on. You suddenly moved very fast.
Curry.
But I've still got you. Luckily there's also a chocolate frog running around here, so we can get full health for the next challenge.